Members of the judiciary have blasted the Supreme Board of Judges and Prosecutors, HSYK, claiming they were threatened by members of the top judicial authority for penning articles critical of the administration and that the board was arbitrarily transferring judges and prosecutors. Istanbul Judge Onur Demir, in a posting on adalet.org, a website used by members of the judiciary to exchange views on their profession, said that the HSYK wants us members of the judiciary to act like the three monkeys. Currently, the judiciary is alarming the country. Demir claimed the HSYK was arbitrarily reassigning judges and prosecutors for criticizing the administration under the guise of fighting against the parallel structure. He also said he had been subjected to threats of reassignment for his articles. The slightest form of dissent or criticism is quashed under the guise of the parallel structure, he wrote. The parallel structure is a term invented by President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan and his associates within the Justice and Development Party, AK Party, to refer to followers of the Gülen movement, also known as the Hizmet movement, a faith-based grassroots social initiative inspired by Turkish Islamic scholar Fethullah Gülen. Erdoğan, who was prime minister until last August's presidential election, accuses the movement of instigating the infamous corruption probe that went public on December 17 and 25, 2013 and involved ministers in his government and some of his family members. Erdoğan has waged a self-declared war against the movement, even going so far as to say, if reassigning individuals who betray this country is called a witch hunt, then yes, we will carry out this witch hunt, during a speech at a AK Party conference in 2014. Demir also criticized the platform for union within the judiciary, YBP, that consists of high-ranking members of the judiciary who are known for their pro-government stance. Recently the Cumhuriyet Daily revealed that a lottery system to select buyers for a housing project developed by Emlak Konutgö in the Başakşehir neighborhood of Istanbul was allegedly manipulated to enable members of the YBP to purchase many of the homes at reduced prices. Emlak Konutgö is a subsidiary of the Housing Administration of Turkey, TOK, a state-owned mass housing production company. Demir, don't these people have families? After the graft probes went public in December 2013, the HSYK ordered the transfers of judges and prosecutors overnight in the middle of winter, when it is harder for families to move, offering no explanation for the reassignments. Such transfers are usually made over the summer when school is out and well-reasoned opinions are normally given for such dismissals and reassignments. Criticizing the arbitrary reassignments of judges and prosecutors, Demir said those brave judges who were speaking their minds on websites and social media were being taken from their positions and moved left and right, adding, "It needs to be asked, let's say these people judges and prosecutors deserved it. Should the timing of the transfer be in winter? Don't these people who you claim to be struggling against have partners and children? Is this how much you have lost your ability to empathize?" Muzafferin, HSYK's decree of silence. Judge Muzafferin also recently criticized the HSYK over the recent summer transfer of members of the judiciary, which saw 2,664 judges and prosecutors reassigned. In an article titled "The HSYK's Decree of Silence" on online law portal yargındemi.com, Ren claims the HSYK is trying to silence all dissent by transferring members of the judiciary deemed to be dissenters. Ren points out the transfers of members of the judiciary are normally done when the assigned tenure for judges and prosecutors at a specific location ends. Many of these transfers were done without the request of the judges and prosecutors, and many of them were transferred to Central Anatolia when they weren't supposed to be, he added. Ren said the HSYK has systematically transferred members of the Judges and Prosecutors Association, Yarsov, and members of the judiciary deemed to be close to the Gülen movement. Judges and prosecutors who served in specially authorized courts and those members of the judiciary who were involved somehow with the graft probes which were revealed in December 2013 were also transferred to undesirable locations. He adds that judges and prosecutors with close ties to the administration were transferred to more desirable locations and given promotions. Professor Özcan, penal judge of peace changing decision same day. Professor Dr. Cet Özcan, one of the co-authors of the Turkish Penal Code, TCK, and the Code on Criminal Procedure, CMK, tweeted that penal judges of peace were reversing their own decisions within 24 hours because they were scared of the ramifications of their decision. Özcan mentioned an instance where a penal judge of peace ruled not to detain a civil servant who had been brought before the court for being a member of a terrorist organization. Özcan said the judge reversed the ruling that same day so that they would not face repercussions. Özcan also said the penal judge of peace gave no reason for reversing the ruling. "This is one of the disgraces we witnessed in the name of the law," he wrote.